guys, welcome to my new channel. This is the first in several videos that I'll be doing, mainly about music releases, clothes hauls, anything that seems relevant to what I talk about. You know, mainly music, tattoos, clothes, bands, comics, animes, all that sort of shit. So yeah, with this first video, I just thought we'd start with something easy, which would be my top 5 releases in the last year, or 2014, halfway to now, in no particular order. These are just bands that I've been recommended to by friends or searching YouTube at random and all that sort of jazz. So like stuff I've just found out, etc, etc. I guess we'll start with the first one being this sick straight edge vegan band from the UK called Repentance X, and the album, I believe off the top of my head, was called The Sickness of Eden. All of their music and everything they write is about the unnecessary killing of animals, and obviously being, you know, vegan and straight edge and not partaking in that sort of that filth that goes in your bodies. And it's really cool, like me not being a vegan myself, it's some of the messages are a bit harder to grip, but they're so well written, and the style is absolutely brilliant. It's like this crossover old school 80s death metal with like hardcore vocals, and some of the beat downs and like just the heavy bits of kicking, they're absolutely fucking phenomenal. And so I'd highly recommend anyone to check it out. Again, it's Repentance X, The Sickness of Eden, great album. The next one is actually technically 2 releases, but one being a single and one being an EP through some friends of mine. They're called Interrogation from the UK. The EP was called Hell's Teeth, and the single was called Dead World. I first heard about Interrogation when one of my friends came over from the UK and told me he was in that band at the time, and obviously he had to leave due to personal reasons, but I followed the band through and through, and for a band like that, they're a brilliant some old style hardcore riffs with like new style metalcore in a weird way. It's hard to describe it. Like the sound they've got is so cemented for themselves that it works really well. And then going from like that EP Hell's Teeth, which is really cool, really riffy, and then some real tough bits that just slam super hard. Dead World comes in and is just in your face all the time. Dead World as a single was definitely just them showing that they know what sound they want now, and it's just got better and better. So yeah, I definitely recommend anyone that's not onto them. Interrogation from the UK, fucking brilliant band, brilliant recordings, nicest dudes you'll ever meet in your life. Yeah, the next one's a bit different. This one, next release, is Clouded by This Wildlife, American acoustic duo band. I stumbled across them, as a lot of people did, through their Bring Me the Horizon cover of Sleepwalking that was acoustic, and that shot them into the mainstream really badly. And well, not badly, that shot them up really quick. And then they obviously did their album Clouded, which had a few of their live songs that they had done on their YouTube channel redone for the album, and there was lots of extra bits on it. And it's a brilliant crossover because they have like this cool post-hardcore vibe about like with their acoustic stuff, and some of it's finger picked and then it's really intricate. And but overall the songwriting's 10 out of 10. The chap that sings out of the two is just got the voice of an angel, and it works really well. So I highly recommend anyone that's into the softer side of music, which I do partake in every now and again, and obviously playing in an acoustic duo with my best friend, I definitely recommend. It's a 10 out of 10 and go for it. Next one, which was one of my personal favorites for the year, was actually Word is Bond by D's Nuts. Anyone that knows me, I'm a massive fucking D's Nuts fanatic. Yeah, that was like, considering when I first started listening to them, when they, it was not long after they released This One's For You, which was a good album. It was really good in comparison. Like Stay True and This One's For You are like great albums, don't get me wrong. But then when Bout It came along, Bout It was much better in my personal opinion, because now there's like tons of actual riffing and not just singular chugging like a lot of it was. Real Bad, being a brilliant guitar player and coming from New York hardcore, obviously he just knows his way around a guitar neck, and it just works really well. And so obviously when Word is Bond had come out and they had actually touched base on like real actual riffing and stuff like that, it was a fucking banger. And then seeing it live, me and my friends went and saw them live on the Word is Bond tour with Antagonist AD, Relentless and Earthcaller, and that was absolutely fucking brilliant. Seeing it live, I think it's got much more of a punchy vibe than the album. Even then, it was just, they've really got the sound now, and it's working well for them. So yeah, definitely word is bond. Get amongst it, brilliant. And last one, personal favorite of mine is Balancing Survival and Happiness by Kublai Khan. Again, I was shown to Kublai Khan by a very close friend of mine, my best friend who I play with in that acoustic band, and I always followed them through YouTube, and I was looking at all their live sets, listening to all their old demos, their old album. I think it was Youth War was what it was called. It was brilliant, color code, fucking excellent song. And then to find out that they were doing an album, I was super excited because I'd only ever been able to listen to music through YouTube, and I didn't have anything to go on by that point, except the old album, which isn't much. It's close, but it's not the same. So when they released Balancing Survival and Happiness, I jumped on it straight away, and it's ferocious from the first like track, which is only like 40 seconds long, which is Eyes Up, which is an absolute smasher, then all the way through hearing the Guilty Dog redone with the new recordings and all that sort of jazz, because the last time they released Guilty Dog was when their MySpace was still up, and obviously MySpace is gone off the rails now, no one uses it anymore, so all their old stuff off that was redone. Eden, which is now called Blossom. Unfortunately, Color Code didn't get redone, which was a bit of a shame, because I would have loved to hear Color Code with the new guitar tones and obviously with the new drums and all that sort of stuff. Isaac Lamb, their drummer, who I'm a big fan of, is absolutely incredible. And yeah, the album itself is just brilliant. Like, it's raw, it's got a lot of aggression to it, but it's still perfectly maintained mixing wise. So other than that, so yeah, Balancing Survival and Happiness, Kublai Khan. So yeah, that's the top 5 of my albums from late last year to this year at this point in time. I'm sure that some are going to get knocked off when new albums get released, as they do. I'm a massive CD junkie, I hoard stuff. It's great. Yeah, that's it. So another thing, guys, that was it for my first video, top 5 albums, all that sort of jazz. I'm hoping to do another video, or at least one video a week. So yeah, I'll be leaving this mostly on my Instagram because Facebook's shit. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of jazz. Hopefully I can have one video a week, like I said, and it'll get better, more interesting as we go on. But thanks for watching. Cody Vlogs. Catch you next time.